Alright, and welcome back, guys. At the time of making this video, double weapon XP is currently live, so I wanted to go ahead and kind of make a video because a question I get so much on stream is what is the single best way to kind of level up your weapons inside of Cold War. And even if you're watching this video after the double weapon XP has ended, this is still the fastest way. It's just obviously without the double weapon XP, it's going to be a little bit slower, and there'll probably be another double weapon XP at some point in the future, so just kind of look out for that. Now in this video, we're going to be showing how to do it in multiplayer, because multiplayer is currently faster than zombies for ranking up weapons, but I do also plan on making a zombies guide relatively soon to kind of show you how to do it in zombies if you don't want to touch multiplayer and you kind of just want to stick to the zombies mode. And even though it's a little bit slower, you don't mind, you want to go ahead and do that instead. We also do have a Discord if you want to join the Discord to find people to play with while you're grinding for this to help you out a little bit. And then we do have shirts like this that you can purchase in the store below. As you can see here, we're currently in Warzone, but no, this is not a Warzone guide. We're going to be playing the Cold War multiplayer. I'm not showing you a guide that involves Warzone grinding, because I know a lot of people don't really want to go to Warzone, even though there are some pretty decent XP methods in Warzone. This is going to be focused on Cold War multiplayer. However, something that you've probably seen everywhere, and I just kind of wanted to cover in the beginning of this video as kind of a start to let people know, you can actually use these double weapon XP tokens that you have in Warzone, and when you use these and log into Cold War real quick, you will still have the same effect. So if I were to activate any of these tokens, this 1 hour double weapon XP token, and then I were to close this application, open up Cold War, I would currently have 1 hour active of double weapon XP on Cold War. So that way, even if the double weapon XP is over, you can still use these built up tokens that you have in Warzone. I haven't played Warzone much at all, and as you can see, I've got a ton of tokens here. This is 5 hours alone from this one category of double weapon XP, and that's excluding all these other tokens that I've capped just sitting here in Warzone that I'm never going to use. So definitely make sure you take advantage of that if there's not currently a double weapon XP event going on. All right, now we're over in the game that we're actually going to be playing to get this weapon XP. Now this is going to be a pretty simplistic guide, but like I said, I get so many questions on this in the streams, and originally I wasn't gonna make a video on this, but so many people have asked me about this, and I think there's so many misconceptions on kind of the quickest way to grind this. I just kind of want to make a video to kind of show you the way I would go about it, and probably the single quickest way to rank up weapons if you are playing multiplayer. Now starting off, we're gonna be talking about the game mode that you want to play, and this is where a lot of controversies come in terms of what people think is the best, but hands down, the single best way for leveling up your weapons is going to be hardcore Nuketown. Core Nuketown's also pretty good, but if you really want to maximize the amount of weapon XP you're getting, you definitely want to be playing hardcore. The main reason for this, especially on a small map like Nuketown, it is a lot easier to get more kills in the hardcore game mode than it is the core game mode, because it only takes about 1 or 2 bullets to kill depending on what weapon you're using. Whereas in core, the time to kill is a lot higher, and if you can get a kill and then move on to your next target, get another kill, the quicker you can do that, the quicker you're going to be getting XP. Now I feel like I'm gonna get a lot of questions with this. Why aren't you recommending Dirty Bomb? Why are you picking Nuketown over Dirty Bomb? And I think the Dirty Bomb argument has been a very kind of misleading factor when it comes to level XP throughout this entire game's life cycle. If you guys are a new subscriber here, or this is really the first video you've seen on my channel, we kind of race grind camos every year when a new game comes out. And you saw a lot of people who were competing in this race playing Dirty Bomb to level up their weapons, whereas you saw another handful of people playing just regular core game mode. And the misconception at the time was Dirty Bomb was so much better for weapon XP, which it really isn't. Dirty Bomb is a longer game, and the games go on a lot longer, so at the end of the game it feels like you got more weapon XP, but you could see a very vast difference between the teams of people who were racing playing Dirty Bomb and the teams of people playing just normal matchmaking modes. The people who were playing these normal matchmaking modes were finishing the entire Dark Aether grind 4 to 5 days before the people who were playing Dirty Bomb. Just because Dirty Bomb isn't great for kills and other challenges you're working on for grinding DM Ultra and stuff like that, and it's not as fast for leveling up your weapons as normal game modes is. It does make you feel like it is because of how long the games last, but that was just playing the normal maps that this game had at launch. That wasn't even factoring in Nuketown. Now that Nuketown's a thing, it is way quicker to level up weapons playing Nuketown than it ever has been on Dirty Bomb. So I would 100% recommend playing Nuketown and hardcore Nuketown for this. You can play Dirty Bomb. It's not the worst way ever to level up weapons, but you're gonna have to be dropping really insane kill games on Dirty Bomb for it to really match the amount of weapon XP you're going to be getting on Nuketown. And that's why I've always suggested to people, you really wanna be rocking Nuketown now that it's pretty much in the game 24/7 all the time. They haven't taken away the Nuketown playlist since they've added it. It's been kind of a staple in here, and I'm pretty sure at the time of watching this video, Nuketown 24/7 is probably still going to be in the game. I don't think it's going anywhere anytime soon. But I mean, that is the main gist of the strat. Obviously, you can rock different perks and different equipment and stuff like that. It's not going to make a big deal as long as you are using the weapon you are trying to level up and using that as your main weapon, then you are good to go. One strategy I would use if you are leveling these guns up to play zombies, I would get the gun to about level 30 or 35. And once the gun is level 30 or 35, that's when you kind of want to stop leveling the gun up and go into zombies to finish the rest of the challenges. Because once it's level 30 to 35, you're going to be finishing the other challenges right around when you're getting those 2,500 headshots. So if you're just a zombies player, leveling them up in multiplayer, go into hardcore Nuketown, use the gun till it's about level 35, and then move on to your next gun and get that level 35. I wouldn't immediately go into zombies once you get to 35 and continue working on it, because you got to remember, double weapon XP if you're playing during one of the events are still live, and you can get multiple weapons to that level 35 marker. That way, whenever it ends, you can just hop in zombies and finish the rest of them up, because you got the hardest part, the leveling, out of the way. Because grinding for these mastery tier camos is actually really easy and simplistic once you master the leveling of these things. So yeah, that is 100% my recommendation. Either core Nuketown, but preferably hardcore Nuketown, and try to pick objective game modes. You want to be playing like Dom, Hardpoint, stuff like that. Obviously, you can't always choose the game mode you play because people will sometimes go for team deathmatch or kill confirmed, and sometimes you only have the option of team deathmatch, kill confirmed. But if you have the option, definitely look for those longer games that last longer, because the less amount of time you're in the lobby, the more amount of weapon XP you're going to be getting per minute. But with that, boys, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up here so you can go on and continue grinding your weapon levels and work on getting them max rank. If you want to see more videos like this, more tips and tricks, and if anything changes in terms of more efficient ways to grind camos, to level up weapons, and any sort of challenge tips and stuff like that, we'll be covering here. So make sure you subscribe if you want to see more stuff like that. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I'm gonna see you guys next time.